Welcome to AU in View, a production of the Aurora University Communication Program. We bring you the people and events of the Aurora University community. I'm Christina.
And I'm Brooke, and we'll be your hosts for today's episode. Today we will be talking to Darcy, a member of the human rights organization here at AU, to tell us a little about the organization and exciting upcoming events that we can take part in. Later on the show, we will be interviewing Greg Fax, a member of Aurora University's baseball team, and hearing a little insight on how he envisions this year's baseball season. But first, let's go over the latest news.
Resident assistants here at AU are dedicated to promoting the importance and awareness of diversity. In order to allow people to learn more about multiracial issues, these on-campus leaders will be holding a program entitled Tales of Diversity. Throughout the year, students were given the opportunity to anonymously submit personal narratives regarding personal and perhaps life-changing moments with respect to race, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, socioeconomic background, gender, etc. These stories will be included and shared in an event held February 25th at 7 p.m. in Perry Theater.
In 2012, the Trayvon Martin shooting dominated the media world. From the nightly news to social networks, all anyone could talk about was Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman. The incident took place February 26, and allegedly, Zimmerman followed the 17-year-old Martin, got into an altercation with him, and proceeded to shoot the teenager. Martin, who was reportedly unarmed, died that same night, and from his death, the result was a national outcry. The case made its way onto the news, and the Americans watched and debated over issues of racial tensions, police practices, and the ever-controversial issue of gun laws. The Zimmerman trial began in June 2013, and in July of the same year, Zimmerman was acquitted of all charges.
With the anniversary of his death approaching, the ladies of Pi Omega chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, along with Black Student Union and the Wackerland Center, are holding a vigil in his honor. The vigil will take place tomorrow, Wednesday, February 26th at 5 p.m. at the Wackerland Center. There will be a discussion, reflection, and a balloon release. Stop by and pay your respects.
As a fairly new organization to AU, the Human Rights Organization is eager to find new members to expand the knowledge of what their group does. The organization's mission is to support the promotion and protection of human rights at home and abroad through fundraising efforts, policy advocacy, and public education and service. Last spring, AU's HRO sponsored and hosted the second annual Human Rights Awareness Week at AU. This week was filled with educational events and interactive activities to spread the awareness and focus on the rights to thrive, children's rights, human trafficking, LGBTQ rights, and the right to health care. Today we have joining us Darcy from the Human Rights Organization at AU to tell us a little more about the organization and this year's future events. Hi Darcy, how are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. So first off, I just want to ask you, when did the organization start at AU?
Well, the organization started in 2011 when a group of, I believe, social work majors as well as other majors wanted to start another organization that anyone could join.
I see. So can you tell us a little background of what you guys do for the Human Rights Organization?
Yeah. So basically, a human rights organization is just raising awareness on human rights. So there's just a lot you can handle, and there's a lot you can do. We just want to spread all this awareness to the AU community.
Okay, so you said that anyone can join. So Human Rights Organization isn't just for a specific major, or?
Correct. Anyone can join the Human Rights Organization. Anyone who's interested in raising awareness and advocating can definitely join us.
Does AU's Human Rights Organization have any upcoming events for spring semester?
Right. There is Human Rights Awareness Week, and that is the third week in March. And each day is an actual different awareness day. So there's Right to Peace, which is domestic violence. Right to Thrive, that's a way to break up the whole entire week, just a get-together thing. Then there's Right to Freedom, human trafficking. Right to Love, LGBTQ awareness. And then there's Right to Wellness, that's mental health.
Okay, so last year was your first event, wasn't it, the first year of it?
I believe the first event was in 2011.
Okay, 2011.
Right.
What do you plan on doing differently in these past years since it keeps growing?
Well, we keep on trying to get more people involved into coming to these events, and we'd like to have more faculty members and more students, especially in social work or anybody who's interested, into going to these events. And we're trying to get more speakers involved and trying to collaborate with other organizations as well.
So how can students get involved either in the organization or in the events in March?
Well, they can do a number of things. They can look us up on SpartanNet. We're a human rights organization, AUHRO. Or they can come to our meetings. They're second Tuesday of every month in Dunham 015 at noon.
All right, so Darcy, what's your role in the organization?
Well, I'm a secretary right now. So I kind of just write the meeting minutes. I just make people, try to get people involved. And then I just keep track of things and scheduling.
All right, currently, who's your president and faculty advisor in case any of our viewers do want to get involved?
Right. So our president is Theresa Culver, and then we have three faculty advisors. One's in actually Africa right now. So he's Dr. Bulanda, and then we have also Dr. Kroner, and then another faculty member, I forgot her name, I'm sorry. But yeah, we have three technically, so.
How many people do you guys have in the organization as of right now?
It varies because we're trying to get numbers in as well. Since we're kind of reaching out to everybody, it's kind of not really numbered off so much right now.
I see. And are there any specifications that you have to have in order to keep up with the organization, or is it just come as you please?
Yeah, come as you please. Like, we're more welcome to have new members. We'd really like people to join.
All right, I know you said it's open to anyone. Do you see a lot of social work majors, nursing majors? Like, what's the big major that really come forward and everything?
It's mostly social work majors,
Okay.
but we do have education majors, and we have people in business. Anyone can come. Like, people usually come because they have attachment to that awareness. If someone's in a domestic violence relationship, they actually come and join. So very interesting to hear the stories as well.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we really hope that you guys get a lot of awareness out of that week in March.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Well, thanks so much again for coming on. It sounds like a really interesting and educational organization. And right now we have a new segment here on AU in View called Beyond the CAF, and I'll turn it over to Trey and Adrian to tell you a little more.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the premiere episode of Beyond the CAF. My name is Trey.
And I'm Adrian. And this segment is all about creating food that you can make at your dorm or locally around the campus.
On today's episode, we're going to be featuring a meal that you can find on probably almost every college campus in the U.S., ramen.
That's right, ramen noodles. We're going to be jazzing this up, though, a little more than regular just noodles in the soup. We're going to add some vegetables, add some protein in there, add some nutritional factor in that. And let's jump into it, huh?
Okay, so as you can see in front of us, we have a number of ingredients ranging from vegetables to some protein and chicken, some eggs, we have some sriracha sauce, and then last not least, some cheese as well. So let's get into this.
All right, so the first thing I'm pretty sure you got to do is get the noodles in the cup, right?
Okay, yeah.
So the cup's a little small in our video here, but what you can do is just crack it a little bit and get as much as you can in there. Very good. It's a little messy. All right, awesome. Now let's add the soup base.
Okay.
Add some flavor to that. Yeah, get it all in there. All right.
Good?
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
All right.
All right, and now let's add some vegetables. Since these are frozen, we're going to add them before we put in the microwave, just so that it can soften up and get real good. So I'll let you choose that.
Okay, I'm going to choose the Western-style veggies.
All right, it's got a little corn and onions, peppers, and such. Just pour it right in. Don't spill.
Oops. There we go.
All right, so let's go ahead and add about 2 cups of water.
Okay.
Easy. All right.
Good.
Keep going. Come on. Okay, don't spill. Okay. Now we're going to put it in the microwave about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
Mind doing that for me, Trey?
No problem.
All right, thanks so much. All right, now some fun little facts. Did you know if you unraveled that whole package of noodles, you know how long that is? It's the length of about 2 tennis courts, around 51 meters. That's a whole lot of noodles. All right, all done?
Yep.
It needs a little something. How about some protein?
All right, perfect.
Now, what are you grabbing there?
This is a oven-roasted chicken breast.
Nice.
So,
All right,
pretty good.
add some
gonna-
protein.
Break this up.
Hands are clean, right?
Yes.
All right. Just making sure, because I'm taste testing today.
All right, good. All right, so that should be good.
All right,
for
good.
that. What now?
We got some eggs. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Just
I'll go
pop
ahead
one in
and-
there.
Yeah,
You want a
go ahead
fork or
and dice
anything?
it up. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Pass
dice
me
it
the
up.
knife. Thanks.
Nice.
It's all right. I'm a chef.
All right, very good. And then while he's doing that, we have some nutritional facts for you. Ramen has around 190 calories per package, 7 grams of fat, 830 milligrams of sodium, has 26 carbs, and actually 4 grams of protein, which isn't too bad. And ours is a little more protein just because we're adding some chicken and that egg as well. Got that all in
All
there?
right. Yep.
All right. Now, do you like spicy?
I love spicy.
All right, good. Pop some of that in there.
All right.
I'll let you know when.
Okay.
Don't be shy. Okay,
All right.
awesome.
Good. Thank
And then I like cheese on everything, pretty
Oh,
much.
so do I. Cheese.
So let's add that.
All right.
Oh,
Thank you.
you got that?
All right.
Hold this for you.
I like a lot of cheese.
All right, all right.
What do you think?
I'll let you know.
Oops.
You can do one more of those.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
All right.
Shake that up. Now I think I need a fork to mix
Mix
this
it
all.
up.
Yep. All right. Now, where can we find microwaves around campus? 'Cause-
Well, since some college students actually don't have microwaves in their dorms, what you could do is you could actually visit the Spartan Spot, or you
Okay.
could visit the Cart here in Dunham, and you could just warm it up there. It's up to you. It's up to your liking. If you like your cheese really melty, I'd recommend probably a minute or so. You don't want to burn the cheese. But it's totally up to you. There are a number of places here on campus that you could microwave your
Make it a
ramen.
mess. Sorry.
Really, really make it an awesome meal.
Okay. Now, could you use, that little coffee machine thing and you can get hot water from the tea?
Yeah.
Could you just use that?
Yes,
or-
you could. You
Okay.
could totally do that if you wanted to bypass the microwave process.
Yeah. And then you just kind of cover it for like 3 minutes or so?
Mhm.
All right.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm about to
I'm
taste this
distracted.
right now.
How was it good? All right.
Ooh, love the sriracha.
Oh.
Oh.
A little too much.
There it is. All right.
Good. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching the premiere episode of Beyond the Cap.
Wow, it looks like it tastes so good. And how convenient you can make it just about anywhere on campus. The Aurora University men's baseball team opens up their season this Saturday and will take on Capital University in Auburndale, Florida. They start the season following an impressive 2013 campaign that ended in a loss in the tournament to Wisconsin Lutheran. The Spartans opened 2014 as a season pre-ranked in the 4th spot and looking to get back on track in conference with a strong returning core. Here with us today is Greg Fox, a senior with the Aurora University squad, here to give us a preview of the 2014 season.
Thanks, Cam. I appreciate you having me.
So, as we kind of look back at the 2013 season, what do we want to build on for the 2014?
Well, last year we were pretty successful, and our run ended up a little bit short in the conference tournament. So this year we want to stick to it. We want to get concentrated on our team goals, which is, of course, winning conference and then getting to a national championship and putting ourselves in a position to win. So if we could keep going and rebuilding on that from last year, we're going to be pretty solid.
So as a team, what does it mean to you guys to be ranked, pre-ranked 4th in the conference?
Oh, it's pretty disappointing, of course. You always want to be ranked the highest you can, but I feel like it's good for us because it puts a chip on our shoulder, and this whole month that we've been practicing, we're working to get to that.
So kind of a little bit about the team this year. What can we expect from you guys?
Oh, we're very young, so we're going to be a little bit inexperienced, but I think that's going to help us out in the long run because we're all competing for the same thing. Yeah.
Now, when you say young, is there a certain position you guys are younger at than others or anything like that?
Pitching, we're going to be fairly new in our rotation. We lost 3 big starters from last year, but I think we're going to replace them with some very talented guys.
Gotcha. Is it a strength you see right now on the team?
Our strength is our depth. We don't just have our starters, we have our bullpen, we have our backup guys. Everyone's pushing for the same thing.
Gotcha. And then, now down in this tournament in Florida, what kind of competition do you guys expect to face?
Pretty tough, actually. This year, out of all years I've played, it's probably going to be our toughest spring break. We started off with a team who's already played 3 games, which is always tough. playing your first game and going outside, actually, because we don't get to go outside much up here. And then we face a St. John Fisher team who had some votes on the top 25 list. We face Webster, who's ranked 8th nationally, and Mountain Union, who's always a very solid team.
Oh, definitely. I know Mountain Union. They're always in their national tournament. Now, where are you on the field? Are you a pitcher? Are you a defensive player? I'm
a starting pitcher. I'll help us out on a rotation. Taking one game a week. Hopefully, getting us a W every week.
Gotcha. Now, when you kind of look at your hitting situation, I know last year you guys were definitely more of a kind of a power team. You guys had a lot of home runs, had a lot of doubles, things like that, really scored runs. Is that kind of the same thing for this year, or are you guys more of a kind of a run and gun sort of team?
A little bit different this year. Like I was saying before, we're very team-oriented this year, so I got a feeling that we're going to have everyone chip in to get runs. So that means if we got to bunt a guy over, if we got to put the ball in play when we need to, we're going to do that this year.
Yeah, so, just for kind of people here at AU, what is the schedule like for you guys in a week?
Our schedule, when it actually gets warm out, we have 4 games every weekend, and that's 9-inning ball games every single game. So you're playing, 36 innings in 2 days. And we're out there for probably about, 7-8 hours every day. And it's a long season, but it's worth it.
So tell me if I'm true, but I heard you guys have some pretty early practices to start the spring season. What are those like?
Dark and early is what we always call it. You're never getting up bright and early. It's always dark when you get up and bright when you leave. So we got our last one tomorrow, so it's pretty exciting to be finished with those.
There's 5 a.m. practices?
5:30.
Ooh.
A little bit better, right?
A little half-hour sleep more. Yeah, definitely. Now, when you guys, since you're in the gym, is there a big difference, when you guys do head down to Florida and you kind of get outside and things like that? Is there a big difference between, or do they prepare you pretty well for it?
There is a big difference. I mean, there's nothing like being outside, smelling the grass, actually getting a little bit dirty. But they do prepare us very well. We see live pitching almost every day. So our starting pitchers, we've been in a rotation for pretty much the last 3 weeks we've been practicing.
Yeah. Where do you guys play when you're down there? I know it's in Auburndale, but is there a location you guys play at? Do you move between fields, or is it kind of one standard?
Auburndale, the stadium complex is called Chain of Lakes. It actually used to be the Cleveland Indians' old minor league stadium. They recorded the first major league there, so we got to get a kick out of it when we go down there. And the other complex is in Winter Haven, which is a little bit farther away. Very nice complexes, so you don't play on better fields than down there.
Now, I know in years past they used to play at Disney World, play a couple of games there. Do you guys still do that, or is this tournament a little bit different?
They took away some of those games, so we're mostly just in Auburndale and the Winter Haven section.
Very cool. Well, thanks, Greg. Hope you guys have a good season, and we'll send it back over to Brooke and Christina.
Before we wrap up, there's one last fun event you might want to think about participating in this week. This week, the ladies of Sigma Delta Gamma will be holding their annual Spread the Word to End the Word event. Spread the Word to End the Word is the day of awareness to stop using the R word. What is that word, you may ask? The word is retarded, and it is offensive, derogatory, and hurtful. Too often, people use the R word to describe something as stupid or uncool, not realizing what they are saying could be hurtful to someone else. The official date of the Spread the Word to End the Word is the first Wednesday of March, but since we'll be on spring break, come out this Tuesday and Thursday, February 25th and 27th, to head out to the CAF and in Dunham to take the pledge and sign to stop using the R word.
That's all the time we have. Thanks for joining us for AU in View, and we'll see you next time.